What's going on today, YouTube? Today we got another NFL video. Today on the slate, we got the New Orleans Saints. Not the New Orleans Saints that they've been the last couple years, especially before Drew Brees retired, but New Orleans Saints nonetheless. As you can see right here, I am going 9-8, being the number 10 seed, and then this can change drastically depending on injuries and stuff like that. As I've said in multiple videos before, injuries and stuff change games, change the outcomes of games, change the NFL landscape as a whole. Injuries, it's suspensions. I mean, injuries and suspensions change the game. Like with Calvin Ridley on the Falcons, they could win maybe 2, 3 more games, but he's gone for the year. Week, not week. Arizona Cardinals missing D Hop for 6 weeks. Could win a couple more games in that stretch, but suspensions affect obviously the team. But going into the New Orleans Saints specifically, I think Jameis Winston has a higher ceiling than a lot of people give him credit for. I think, you know, Jameis Winston at his best can be like a top 15, top 12 quarterback, I would say. Yeah, I'll say top 14 quarterback in the league. You obviously have a lot of guys that are a lot better than him, but there are a lot of starters in the NFL that Jameis Winston is better than if he can play at his peak, which is a real spotty thing considering Jameis Winston's career as a whole right now. Going into more of the offense, you have Michael Thomas coming back, Chris Olave, Jarvis Landry, Marquez. Oh shit, Miles scared me. Marquez Callaway, Jarvis. Did I say Jarvis Landry? Let's go through them one more time. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Jarvis Landry, Marquez Callaway. I think that's it. I think that's it. All the main ones. And you got Alvin Kamara in the backfield, obviously, who can't be suspended until like mid-season. So I'm sure he'll get a suspension for what happened at the Pro Bowl week, but it can't be handed down until like mid-season. It's like September or October or something. October like 17th or something like that is his court date because it got postponed. So I mean, you have healthy Alvin Kamara, I'm pretty sure, for the first half of the season that could get you some wins, especially against some of these tough teams. Tampa Bay, it could change the outcome in the Bengals game, Minnesota game, stuff like that. So Raider game, Baltimore game here, it could change a lot of things depending on how long he is in for this season, depending on what that suspension is handed down. The offensive line obviously lost Tron Armstead, but you still have Cesar Ruiz, Eric McCoy, Ryan Ramczyk. So the offensive line is going to take a slight step back just because that left side is not being held down by Tron Armstead. But with what's I can't remember that rookie's name that got kicked out of training camp, but he looks aggressive and he's already got injured because of it. So we'll have to see how he pans out. I think it's Trevor Penning, but that might also be the Ravens rookie that got injured. So I'm not sure. Moving on to the defense side of the ball, you obviously signed Tyrone Matthew to pair up with Marshawn Lattimore and Marcus May from the Jets. That's who it is. I almost said Marcus Williams, but it's not. Marcus Williams is on the Ravens. So with that being your secondary, you got three really good guys. Tyron Matthew obviously being on the back end of his career, but still super effective and super good at what he does in being that hybrid, like overhang defender, being able to cover tight ends, wide receivers most of the time, and running backs. Marcus May is more of a strong safety guy who plays more in the box, I guess you could say. He's a heavy hitter, and then Marshawn Lattimore is obviously one of the more profound cornerbacks in the league. And then obviously you have Cam Jordan coming off the edge. You have, I'm not going to remember his name, the linebacker. It's not Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson is on the Bengals, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I can't remember that. Gosh, dang. And then obviously Demario Davis. You know what linebacker I'm talking about. If I look it up after the video, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere above me or next to me right here. Um, you got two great linebackers, two great cover linebackers. I can't remember the second one's name, and then obviously Demario Davis. Going into their schedule prediction, I have them winning the first three games against Atlanta, Tampa Bay, and Carolina, all being divisional wins. Obviously against Atlanta and Carolina, but the Tampa Bay game, New Orleans just owns Tampa Bay, especially in New Orleans, except for that one playoff game. I think it was in New Orleans. Week 4, You have a loss to the Minnesota Vikings. I just think the Vikings are going to be super profound and a very electric offense this year, especially if Dalvin Cook can stay healthy. Week 5, beating the Seattle Seahawks. Week 6, losing to the Cincinnati Bengals. And then Week 7, losing to the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks loss or win, I don't really have to explain. The Seahawks are not going to be very good this year. And then 2 losses to the Cincinnati Bengals and Arizona Cardinals are obvious reasons for the electrifying offense. I said electrifying offense for 3 teams now. Why am I saying Week 6, Cincinnati Bengals. I said again. Week 6, Cincinnati Bengals with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd. Brought in Hayden Hurst at tight end, who's not electrifying, but is a better tight end option than what you've had last couple of years. The Bengals offense is just extremely profound, especially with the upgrades they made to the offensive line. But if you want to see more on the Cincinnati Bengals, go check their video in the playlist down below. Week 7, like I said, losing to the Arizona Cardinals. This is just early season Arizona Cardinals. This is before Call of Duty drops, if you guys know about that. All that statistical stuff. It's pretty funny that Kyler Murray plays so much worse after the new Call of Duty drops. Week 8, losing to the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens in Week 9. I think both teams are just are set to win this year, with Raiders obviously bringing in Devontae Adams and Lamar Jackson coming back for the Baltimore Ravens and being a better, healthier team this year. Week 10, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just think with the quarterback controversy or whatever you want to call it with Kenny Pickett, Mitchell Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph, it's going to play a part. Obviously, like I said in the last video for the Carolina Panthers, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I think that Mike Tomlin and the defense can coach and defend their way to not a lot, but some wins, but not. You got to have a quarterback in this league. That's what it comes down to. Then Week 11, I have them losing to the Los Angeles Rams. Obviously, if you saw the Rams video a few weeks ago, now, if you haven't, go check the playlist down below. I think the Rams are going to be super good this year. I do think they're going to repeat. Week 12, winning against the San Francisco 49ers. I think the San Francisco 49ers can just play bad in this game. Trey Lance could play. I mean, Trey Lance could be a bust, and they could lose a lot more games than I think they're going to lose this year. But I just have the Saints pulling this one out, and then Week 13 losing to the Bucks in Tampa Bay. I just think Tom Brady needs to win this game. No, I don't know what I was going with there. Just splitting. 2 good teams splitting. I don't think that's very terrible take. Anyway, let's get back on track. Week 15, beating the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, don't need to explain that one. Week 16, losing to the Cleveland Browns. Week 17, beating the Philadelphia Eagles. And then Week 18, beating the Carolina Panthers. All 3 wins there against not very good teams except for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that game could go back and forth, honestly. Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to have a better year statistically and, success-wise with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I don't know who their running back's going to be or who the starter's going to be. Kenneth Gainwell, I guess, has been playing really, really well. I think that's who it is. And then Dallas Goedert at tight end. And then the loss to the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson's back at this point. I just think that offense, if it stays healthy, with Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Deshaun Watson, David Njoku, the offensive line staying healthy, is just a really, really good, hard team to beat. So that's going to be it. I have them going 9-8, being the 10th seed, just behind the Cardinals, Vikings to miss the playoffs, and then just above the Commanders, Panthers, Giants to not make the playoffs. That's going to be it, though. Make sure to like if you like the video. Make sure to comment if you think I missed on something or if you think I hit on something. And then subscribe to help the channel grow. Peace.